What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got some TMNT. It's another NECA day. It's the Space Usagi. Let's see what we got going on. Let's check it out.
Now tuning into the encountered culture.
In your face, trying to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.
As promised, today we're checking out the adventures of Space Usagi. Usagi? Unagi?
It's what the Japanese call unagi.
Let's see what we got going on. So, of course, we got this cool image in space, like what I'm seeing here. You have your NECA logo, Nickelodeon, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Flip it to this side. There are some more logos for you to look at. Flip it to this side, and of course, we've got some images of the figure himself, a little bit of artwork in the background, and your little bio here. Far off in the Quasar Quadrant, the dishonorable Samuroids loot the lunar landscape. The suffering citizenry need a champion, and there's only one righteous rabbit they can turn to. And so, the spacefaring hero of the galaxy, Space Usagi, is called forth. Cosmic and courageous, he roams the skies, bravely battling these ne'er-do-wells of the nebula with his trusty companion, the robot SPOT, at his side. Equipped with his radical rocket pack and laser-blazing sword, Space Usagi vanquishes the orbital occupiers and restores peace to the planetary prefecture. Whew! Say that 10 times fast. Flip it to this side, some more logos. Let's see what we've got going on. Of course, you get your nice image on that side there. You've got your figure in here. All sorts of accessories. Love that going on. But let's get him out of the box. Coming fresh out of the box, here he is, looking all space ready. Ready to take on the cosmos, the fight that's going on out there. Cool figure. I do wish like a figure of this stature cost a little bit less, but I know I'm living in a fantasy land when I say that, but you know, a couple dollars less would be cool. Either way, cool figure, lots of accessories. NECA always hits it up with the accessories and extra hands, so never a complaint in that department. They certainly bring the noise, fill you up with those accessories, those hands, extra heads, whatever. They'll even throw in random stuff from time to time, and I love it. So hardly a complaint there. Let's take a closer look at the figure himself, though, and see what we're working with there. Coming in closer, we got a nice mean mug on this bad boy. The details are always great. The paint always looks really nice. You're definitely going to have to worry about some chipping on paint like this, though. I can already tell you that much. As far as articulation goes, you do get about that much coming up from the arm. It'll go around. You'll be a little bit hindered by the shoulder pad there, but you can force it all the way around if you so choose. But you get a decent amount of range back and forth. You do have a cut at the upper bicep there. Elbows right there. So, yeah, you can get, just your basic movement from the elbow there. This is a molded on piece, it looks like. There's your hinge down at the wrist. A little stiff, but a little bit of heat goes a long way with these NECA figures, as you know. So there you go, you get that there. Of course, you have a lot of hands to work with. Coming over to the head, all the way around, he'll look down just a little bit. He'll look up a little bit further. So there you go. You even got a little bit of motion up there. All right, side to side, of course. So you can get the head to move around in a decent amount of ways. Looking down, though, is going to be your only sort of area where you don't get a whole lot going on. At the torso, you do get that motion there. In the upper torso, you don't have anything going on down here at the hips, at the waist. Coming at the legs, nothing at the upper thigh. There's not much of a thigh to work with, so it wouldn't do much good for you anyway. Leg will kick up right about to there and back to there. It'll come up all the way, though. There you go. At the knee. Again, a little bit stiff, but you do get that bit of motion there. You'll get it at the top as well once you get that loosened up. Make sure you get that heat on there though. Ankle will pivot all the way like that. You do have the hinge down there as well. That'll get you that back and forth, but you do get a decent motion down there. Good, it's a small figure, but you do get a decent amount of range everywhere you need it. When trying to swap the heads, one thing that I noticed on mine, probably a lot of people have the same issue, it does pop out on both ends of the neck. I found that it's the bottom piece that really wants to come out, as opposed to the top piece, which is the piece that I need to come out so I can swap these heads. So I will continue down that road, but again, heat is your friend. Taking a look at some of what we got going on inside the box with the figure. Of course, you get the space helmet, so this is a cool look, really completes the space look, if you will. He does have the sword, which is powered up. This just easily slides on and off. Pretty decent accessory, kind of cool, really, just takes it to the next level there as far as that is concerned. You do have, of course, the other knife, oversized knife, a couple of guns, and we'll see what those look like next. Here we have him with a couple of his weapons. So he does have this larger gun, fairly basic in design, but certainly works well with the character. He also has this 1980s hairdryer that he comes with. Some sort of laser, I suppose. They work well, like they do the job specifically for a space type character. Again, a big gripe though, like changing out the hands, trying to put these weapons in his hands. Paint chipping is pretty decent. So I've got a ton of white paint chips like all over my hands and desk here. So you're definitely going to deal with that. For your size comparison, here I have him stacked up against a standard 6-inch scale figure. So here is your Marvel Legends Midnight Suns Iron Man, just to give you an idea of how small Usagi is next to a 6-inch scale figure. Here you have Usagi next to his previous release. You can see, obviously, they would be roughly the same height. That makes sense. I don't know why he would shrink or grow. Probably grow. Maybe the spacesuit could make him a little bit taller. But generally the same size, just so you have an idea of how that may look. Alright folks, so there you have it. There is your Adventures of Space Usagi Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA figure. Recent release. Overall a decent figure. I am a fan of the TMNT NECA stuff, so hard to disappoint as far as they go, but I do always dislike the amount of chipping that you have to deal with, the sort of stiff joints, all of that. Those do really kind of ding the figures. It's nice to have all these hands and these well-painted accessories, but when they start to chip or you already have like paint smudges on these white hands from the yellows or the blues, that really is not something that you want to see on a brand new figure fresh out of the box. You want to have time to enjoy it for as much as you can. Maybe, for me, I just kind of find one pose and stick them there. I don't really mess around with my NECA figures too much, so they do stay fairly static. They get in one good pose and set it and forget it, That's not for everybody. Not every collector likes that, so I'd like to hear your thoughts about that down in the comments below. But not a bad figure by any means. So if you're looking for it, definitely go and get it. You'll certainly enjoy it. Those complaints, they go across NECA. That's across the board. So if you collect NECA, you already know about that. It's the trade-off for a nice looking figure, because the paint apps are nice looking, right? Everything looks really nice. It just does get into that chipping. But I digress. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to check out Instagram. Don't forget to check out Whatnot. Most importantly, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counter-culture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.